this session today, we're going to be talking about leveraging AI Copilot for help desk efficiency. We're super excited that you're here, and we're going to be first doing a short introduction, and then we'll talk a little bit about Atera's help desk solution in general, as well as the features, AI Copilot features to help improve your workflows and optimize things to make things faster for you. And then we'll do a demo and we'll showcase some of those features. And finally, a Q&A where we'll get to hear all of your questions and see what you guys think. So first of all, my name is Dana, and I am a product marketing manager here at Atera. I'll be your webinar host today. And we have here...
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew. I'm a customer success manager at Atera. I work with our enterprise clients if you fall into that. But I'm excited to be here and join Dana. I love AI, and of course, our help desk is wonderful.
Yes. So very briefly, we'll just go over some housekeeping items. There will be a recording of the session and it will be shared with you after the webinar, so you don't have to worry. You'll get everything that's brought up here. We also invite you to type questions in the Q&A window. Anything you think of, just ask. Also feel free to chat. We really do encourage conversation and feedback, so definitely make sure to do that. And finally, yeah?
The note on that, sorry. We love the conversations in chat, but the questions keep to Q&A because we might lose them in the chat box.
For sure. Definitely put them in the Q&A. And finally, at the end of the webinar, we'll be launching a short survey. Please stick around and answer. We really appreciate any feedback because we're always looking to improve. So please fill that out for us. Now, before we get started, hold on one second. Having a technical difficulty. Okay, we want to launch a poll. So here we go. If you have a second, please go ahead and let us know whether you're currently using Atera today for help desk and ticketing. We want to know where we're at, who we're talking to, and this will really help us understand a little bit more.
Yeah, hopefully if everyone could just click it. We love to see your answers.
Awesome, some results are coming in. See, so far the majority is yes, currently using, which is awesome. We love to hear that.
Interesting, we're getting some no. Feel free to make it a conversation in the chat. What you love about the help desk and ticketing, or maybe why you're not using it currently. You know, it's a community here.
Yeah, and for those of you that are not using it, is it because you're not yet an Atera customer, or because specifically you're not using our help desk? We'd love to know.
All right, Dallas is launching in 2 weeks. Okay, Dallas, welcome, and we're excited for you to get that going. Another solution, we understand.
For sure. Stuck in a contract. Okay, makes sense.
We're waiting for you to get out of that contract. Don't you worry, we're here. Let's see. Progress on having the patch management take into consideration patching blacklists, not reporting needed patches that we don't want. It's interesting. It's not what the webinar is about, but just to answer that real quick, I believe you're talking about that if you exclude patches, that's still showing on the report as available. We could go into that more with your customer success manager and the dashboard. Yes, I just had this yesterday. Right now, it is still going to show them as available. It'll exclude them as you want, but it's still going to show them as available.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so let's close the poll. Most of you voted that you are currently using Atera, so that's really, really great. And that also helps us keep in mind what we'll be talking about. So just one second, I'll go back to sharing. Can you still see my screen?
There we go.
Amazing. So overall, when we talk about Atera and we talk about it as an all-in-one solution, these are some of the things that we're speaking about, right? So we have all of these different capabilities that integrate with one another. And at the core, something that touches all of it is our Action AI. Our Action AI is a mix of both Microsoft OpenAI and our own proprietary AI capabilities that come together to bring you what we're calling our AI Copilot, which helps you in a bunch of different ways within Atera in order to improve your workflows and optimize your environment. So that being said, today we said we're going to talk about specifically the help desk and ticketing. Hold on one second. I want to be able to see if people are also talking, and I actually can't at the moment. I just want to make sure that everything is set up correctly. Okay. Perfect. What can you see at the moment? Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. Sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulty.
Screen inception.
That was crazy. Okay, here we go. Can you see?
Yep.
Amazing. So when we're talking about the help desk and ticketing features, those of you who are already familiar, we'll do this very briefly, so as not to tell you things you already know, but we really try to focus on one, customization and collaboration. So when we're talking about collaboration, making sure that you're able to see what other members of your team are doing, help them out, be able to talk to them, whether that's with an internal reply, tagging people on tickets, things like that, as well as customization. Sorry, one second. Let me see. Okay. As well as customization, making sure that, if you have ticket queues, adding custom fields to those, ticket forms, adding custom fields to those, having ticket queue set up to see all the things that are in your queue for that day, making sure that everything is available for you. We also have automations. So whether that's setting up round robin assignments, having CSAT surveys sent out when you close tickets, setting up quick reply templates, and having all of that available as well. When it comes to omni-channel support, we have email, we have the support portal, and we also have coming up Teams and Slack integrations, which are going to be great. And when we're talking about the support portal, we're talking about specifically having a place for self-service where your end users can submit and track tickets, as well as have knowledge-based access. Knowledge-based access, meaning having access to an FAQ library, being able to potentially solve things that you don't necessarily need to be involved in, things that are a little bit easier for the end user to take care of, and things like that. Obviously, of course, we have a robust reporting and analytics platform, so you're able to measure technician performance, identify ticket trends, understand what's going on, and be able to drive business decisions and add to your bottom line. Finally, also, of course, we have service management. So whether you're coming from an IT department or you're an MSP, we have the ability to define and monitor SLAs and make sure that you're meeting those response times and resolution times. That being said, so Atera is great and we have all these things. However, at the end of the day, we still believe that IT management workflows are broken. And why is that? Even with automations and even with having the most customized solution, we're still dealing with slow response times and technicians have to deal with mundane and repetitive work, as well as a lot of manual work overload. So, for example, if you have a lot of end user requests coming in, from different people, you have the office manager, HR manager, everything is coming in at once, your queue gets overwhelmed. Maybe you can't respond to tickets as fast as you'd like to. We know that these things happen. And also, there are a lot of requests that are sort of things that you don't want to be taken care of, right? So password reset request is a common example, but not just. What we hope to do with our AI Copilot, and we'll hope that you'll adopt this as well, is the AI Copilot is meant to augment, replace, and really support your day-to-day. It's not meant to replace you as a technician, but to help you on your workflow as your companion in order to make things more efficient and productive. So briefly, this is what it should look like, right? So you want a much shorter overall time to resolution, not just response time, right? So before you start response time, this is 10 minutes overall time to resolution using the AI Copilot, and that's the ideal. So some of the things that the AI Copilot can do for help desk, and we'll go into this in a minute in our demo, but we have ticket summaries. So being able to quickly glance at a ticket without having to go through and see everything and read everything the back and forth. We know it can be a lot. It can provide diagnostics and suggestions. You can generate a knowledge-based article from tickets. So sometimes, that's not something that you want to do on your own, but you want to have it be done for you in a click, and we can do that for you. Actionable solutions, custom responses, so responding to your end user quickly in a either formal way, more casual way, whatever you prefer, and you don't have to sit there typing it out. Yeah?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think also a lot of feedback I'm getting from my clients is at first a lot of people think, oh, I'll just use another platform, ChatGPT, whatever it is, and put it in there and ask it questions. But they didn't realize till they started using, our Copilot, how all the little copy and pastes add up.
Wow,
and in the moment of your day, you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, and also going back and forth, it's a lot. What's nice about Copilot is it's all within the one platform, in context, and that's a huge benefit. And finally, I think the main thing that people are excited about and what we're really excited to show you is what we're calling the IT companion. So it's essentially being able to access your information on any page by querying the Copilot and asking it questions, pulling up tickets, and we'll show you that in a few minutes. So Andrew, do you want to go ahead and start
Sure.
sharing?
Yeah. There we go. Awesome. Sorry, where are we? Okay. Let me know when you could see my screen. Cool. Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to go over pretty much the capabilities we had until today, before Dana takes it back to show you the exciting new capabilities. So right now I'm just in the ticket tab. And if I go down to a ticket, right, there's a whole history here of the conversation, back and forth, the steps. Now, maybe that technician is off or their shift is over and I'm coming in. I don't want to have to read all that. So yes, there's that, you could copy each one, put it in, try to get that summary, but also you could just simply come here to Copilot, push the button, and it's automatically summarizing this ticket. So it's going to tell me the summary.
Can you enlarge the shared screen? We have a request for that. Is there a way to do that?
Let's see. I'm not sure. Maybe like zoom in. Is that any better?
Is that better? I think it's a little better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're told yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So if I take a step back, I came here and just hit the Copilot button, and it's going to go ahead and summarize the ticket for me. So again, if I'm just jumping in, or maybe I just didn't remember because we're tackling who knows how many tickets a day. So it's going to give me the summary, the steps taken, the troubleshoot solutions, and then it even asks if you want further assistance with any specific steps. So if this device was online, I could then take actions from it. So that way we're solving it right here all in one place. What's really great then is we got a lot of feedback that creating a knowledge base is annoying and it takes time. But the benefit of having it is great because when you are chatting with our Copilot, it's going to reference those articles and make your life easier as well as your technicians who are constantly asking you questions or how to, right? And again, we're not trying to replace anyone, but it's another source for them to learn. So now to create it, I could just come down here to generate article if I feel like this ticket has information that I wish everyone knew or had in the knowledge base. I'm simply going to click it. Let me switch my screen that is sharing. Okay, here we go. You'll see it just is generating now. Here we go. How to troubleshoot a slow computer, because that's what the ticket was about. And it's giving all the different steps that they could take before maybe, either it could be the end user that's going to try certain steps before even reaching out to you, or it could be that tier 1 technician that now could just follow these steps before escalating it to tier 2. So here, of course, you could edit it before saving it, and then it's going to be in the knowledge base. Okay, so we went over that. Another great thing, if we go back to the ticket, sorry. Here we go. We're back inside the ticket. Now, obviously you have the choice for internal note or public reply, but if we go back to, sorry, I'm going to go out and back inside the ticket. Great. Here you could see generate reply. So we could click on that. It's going to go ahead and do a whole response. You could read it over just to make sure. Maybe you want to go ahead and change the sentiment. You want to make it more casual, more formal. Maybe as a rule, you tell everyone to make it more formal, so they always have to go click that. So that way you also can make sure that the messaging is how you want your department run. You could go ahead and hit rephrase if you want, and it's going to do it real quick, real simple. So all of these, they seem small tasks are going to save you so much time.
Wow, for sure.
So yeah, that's what I have. Let's see if there were questions.
Here's a question. This information was added to the AI or it comes from the internet? It's a great question. Do you want to take it, Andrew?
Sure. So for security purposes, the AI, we have fed it a ton of Atera information. It is not learning anything about your business. It's not learning anything about your clients. It's simply just how things were handled, how the steps that were taken, not data.
Right, but it's not coming from the internet. It's from your account data. And no, we are not training the model, but we are going through past things that have happened within your account and then using that to get a better response and to understand sort of patterns that have occurred or things that you can do in order to solve the ticket or resolve the ticket, if that makes sense. I'm going to also go ahead and here's another question. Sorry. Is it going to be able to auto assign tickets to the technician that he's responded to the ticket? I'm not sure I understand. Can you say a little bit more? We do have the ability for auto assigning. We have an ability to create a ticket automation rule and set up an auto assign, whether that's through a round robin or a different thing. But no, the agent itself doesn't. So the Copilot itself isn't what assigns the ticket. It can't do that at the moment. Maybe we'll have that in the future. But what you can do is if you know that you want to change the assignment, you can do that. And like I said, you have the ticket automation rules to set up an auto assign. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now to show you some of the other features that we have.
I'd love to know in the meantime, like how you guys are using it, or what you're finding with those capabilities. Is it saving your team time? Is it making your day-to-day easier? Did you build a knowledge base? We love this feedback.
Definitely. So before, when I mentioned the AI companion or Copilot, what's really nice about that is we have it available on every page. So that's this little floating button right here. It essentially enhances functionality and it makes it much more intuitive to work with the Copilot across the platform. You can go ahead and click this from any page. And while you can do that, sorry, I was already on a previous chat, you can still obviously, access these things from the ticket page, from the devices page, but let's say I'm in the dashboard and I want to quickly check something, I can always open up that little button right here in the corner and the Copilot will open up. So some of the things that you can do here. First, we do have these popular prompts that we've added here if you want to just test things out. But some of the nice things that you can do specifically with regard to ticketing is I can go ahead and just type /ticket, and then from wherever I am, get a look at either both recent things that have happened or very specific tickets that I want to take a look at. So, for example, let's take a look at, none of my tickets that I wanted to look at are here. I can open that up, look at the ticket, and it will open right here while I'm still on the dashboard. This is really great. Let's say if you're in the middle of doing a bunch of other things, someone pops by your desk. Oh, it's not working. Someone pops by your desk and wants to talk about a specific ticket that has come up. I'm actually going to switch to a different window quickly. My other environment. Hold on.
Dan messaged, or he put in the chat, which I think is great, that he likes to ask the AI, the Copilot, to just restart services, and it does that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love hearing the actions. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go in here. I want to look specifically at this ticket over here and see what the deal is. It will give me a summary of the ticket right here where I am. So that's really nice. It will also give me some steps that I can take in order to solve it right here. Maybe I want to do some diagnostics while I'm here, which I can also do. So let's do run diagnostics. If there are any for this. Let's see. Amazing. So again, while I'm doing something else or I don't want to interrupt my workflow, I can always just quickly look that up. So that's really cool. Still running, so we'll give it a second. And while this is going, just something that I want to share is you can also see all your chats, right? So you can see here, I've been doing a lot of these tests today. And you can always go back and see what you've done, what you've talked to the Copilot about, and open a new chat. We also have the ability to, one second. We also have the ability to add images, and you can also send a voice to text, voice note type of thing. So you can just speak to the Copilot and it will continue to solve your issue.
The image is really cool because, I've had clients tell me that someone will just send them, I got an error. And of course, like, you're starting from scratch. You're like, okay, what error? And they could send you a screenshot of it that you could just put into there and it will analyze it and help you answer it as well.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Brian, Copilot has voice to text now in all caps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Okay, so I'm not going to stand and wait for the diagnostics to come through, but this is one that I did a little bit earlier. I have, not this one, sorry, one second. Okay, so you can see I had it check for high memory processes, and it went and did that for me. Some other things that you can do is you can actually query the Copilot with your own data. So, for example, let's say I want to know how many tickets Dana Seligman, which is me, has assigned to her. How many open tickets does Dana Seligman have assigned to her? Maybe, she's going on vacation, which would be nice. And I want to reassign some of those tickets or take them off of her queue before she leaves, or just see like what's outstanding, right? So, okay, wow, only 2 open tickets, not so bad. What are those tickets? It's nice to be able to do this and chat with the Copilot from wherever you are and not have to go manually looking for it. And it's really nice providing you with these insights right where you are.
Absolutely. It basically, the big difference that we're seeing now with with this update is, instead of having to go to a specific task, a specific ticket, a specific alert, a specific whatever, right, to work with AI, you now could do it from outside, from anywhere.
Right.
And that's a huge game changer.
Oh, it got stuck on a previous thing over here. Okay, here. What are those tickets? So it sent my tickets over here, and it's telling me what's open, which is great. Some other things that you can do, which are really cool, are let's say I have a bunch of tickets that have all come in from some different users. Here, I'm going to switch back to my other environment. I have a lot of environments. So here we go. Yes, okay, this is the one I want. So let's say I had a lot of tickets come in from a bunch of different places, and maybe I want to see, I have a few Wi-Fi tickets, a few other tickets, and maybe I want to know if there's anything going on a larger scale, right? So you can do essentially a sort of root cause analysis. And see whether all of these tickets can be related without having to go manually open each ticket, go through all the discussion, and see what's going on, which is also a really nice feature, allowing you to get all that information here. See, now I know that maybe there's like a slow performance issue. Maybe there's actually sort of a network issue going on behind the scenes. And from there, I can go ahead and do some more diagnostics, see what's going on, and apply some fixes. So that's really, really great. Another use case is the following. Here, let's see. Oh, that's cool. It gave it to me in color. You can also see which tickets are approaching their SLAs. How many open tickets are about printer issues? Really, the sky's the limit. You could ask it, oh, wow, see here, a bunch of things are approaching their SLAs, and now I know that I can go on and prioritize those tickets. So it's really nice. It's very powerful. You're empowering your technicians to ask the right questions and get those instant answers. And what's really great about it is it's really freeing up time for you to be able to work on bigger things, bigger projects. Maybe something that you've been putting off for a while. Maybe you want to, switch everybody to Google from Microsoft type of projects. You know what I mean? Things that take up a lot of time, things that you've been hoping to do and haven't been able to get to them. What's nice about the Copilot is this will really help you get through things faster, get through your queues, and be able to focus on those big things. So those were just some use cases. Where'd you guys go? Here you are. Those are just some use cases, but we'd love to also hear from you guys if you have any ways that you've been using Copilot so far, if you've even tried the Universal Companion, if you've seen it. Anyone out there tried that little floating button yet?
Let's see.
And it's okay if not. It's relatively new.
We have a question from Dallas about the image upload. asking if does it analyze the image, looking for data artifacts to identify issues, like error codes?
So I'm not sure about that. Let me get back to you. I'll ask the team and we can follow up with you about that because I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Isn't that the only way to kick off chat with the support team, with our support team? So actually, no. So it used to be that there was a question mark over there. Here, I'll go ahead and share my again.
Very good question.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you definitely know where to find support. So yes, down here, there used to be a question mark. We've actually moved that up here to help and resources. And over here, you can talk to our support team. You can type something in here and get an answer from our knowledge base. And you can also do things like product updates, see what's new, things like that. But that's all from this little question mark up here, as opposed to down here where our AI currently lives. But I'm really happy that you asked that. Okay, so let's go back to
We have a good feature request actually from David. He says if Copilot could do audio transcripts, because they've put voicemails into the ticket, and then if it could do a transcript from them. That's really cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely give that to the team.
Definitely. We will definitely tell them about that. That's a very cool idea. Okay, let's go back. Okay, amazing. So we just went through those. This is a quick video that I made earlier, but you already saw it in action, so we won't go through it. And that was the demo. We really would love to hear your thoughts in general. Also feel free afterward if you thought of something to talk to us. And we'd love to hear if you guys have any more questions. And if you are interested in learning more about the Copilot, feel free to click that little button up at the top and schedule a live demo with our sales team or with someone from our team. Any questions about today? Andrew, can you see the Q&A?
Yeah, we have a good question from Brian. Would it be possible to enable Copilot to attempt to run all needed patches? It's a very good question. So I actually just went into Copilot and I put run all available patches. And it's asking me, would you like me to proceed on the customer's device? So we'd have to look into this more because I don't know which device it's talking about specifically.
Right. So
but that's really good feedback.
Yeah, it is. There are definitely some actions that you can do on the device itself. So maybe I will go back to that video for a second that I made. Can you see the video?
We see your ticket screen.
Yeah, okay, great. So if you go into, so I have a ticket here, computer running very slow, and we have a summary of the ticket that came up, and it's going to do some health checks for me. Okay, and then it's asking me if I want to proceed with any specific action. So at this time, I asked it to investigate the memory usage. There we go. And it asked if I wanted to do any of these actions. Because the ticket itself, the user, is connected to a device, I'm actually able to run things on the device itself over here. So from the ticket, we get to do the diagnostics and actually run an action. I want it to check the disk health, and the Copilot is going to do it for me. It's asking if I want to schedule a disk check during a system boot, and it will do it for me. And you can also see this in the recent processes report to see that it actually happened. So in terms of things that you can actually do on the devices, as long as the device is connected to the user or the contact who created the ticket, there are actions that you can actually have Copilot run for you on the end user's device. Any other questions?
So let's see. Oh. So people are asking about basically access to the Copilot. So yes, this is an add-on.
Yes,
But the capabilities once you purchase the add-on, as we keep adding to the Copilot, you get those as well as it's getting enhanced like everything else.
for
So
sure. And it's
definitely,
getting enhanced all the time. Like we're constantly working on it. There's always new things coming out. So,
Brian said he tried to run, all available patches on all devices, which just like you said, it can't at the moment.
mhm,
Um, But, we do, of course, have that new patch management dashboard, which helps you see it all in one place. There's also on the AI, if you go to the device page, the search now has AI there, where you could ask it just to show the devices that have available patches or the ones that have alerts, and it'll automatically just list them for you. So those AI can make it easier for you that way. Um, let's
and you should be
see.
able to deploy patches in bulk in general. Like you can't necessarily do it on all devices at the moment with the Copilot. I know that is something that they are hopefully working toward. So definitely stay tuned.
So Dan's asking, are there going to be AI functions included in the base tiers? So Dan, the Copilot is an all or nothing. It's not based on the tier that you're on. So no matter what plan, if you decide to purchase Copilot, you get everything, all of Copilot.
Right.
Let's see, Dallas. Just a thought. I really think Atera should allow new integrations to explore Copilot so we have ability to truly attempt having it exist within our environment. We got 30 days, but no one ever got to fully explore it as we spent the first 30 doing conversions.
Right.
Uh,
It's
do you
definitely
want
a good and it's something that we can bring back to the team. So thank you for letting us know that that's an issue that people are having, and we'll let you know if we make any changes there.
to?
Thank you.
And for Dan, I could see and other people that are asking about the other capabilities. This webinar was focused on the help desk, the ticketing, but there is so much more
Yeah.
that you can do.
So we actually have every Wednesday, we're doing AI Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, we're going to have a webinar that specifically talks about AI in a different way, whether that's our AI capabilities. We have a customer spotlight coming up and how they use Copilot in action. So these are the ones that are coming up in the next few weeks. We highly recommend that you join and take part. And all of these will also be, you know, as much as these are new and upcoming and exciting, we're continuing to really push AI and show people that it's not scary. It's something that can really help your workflow. So take a look at these. Also, by the way, so I know a lot of you already have your ticketing set up, but we actually have a webinar coming up for, I guess, more advanced ticketing. So if that's something that you're also interested in, definitely take a look at our webinars page. And all the details for that will be there as well.
I did just want to mention, like, I'm not sure if I understood correctly, but Dallas, if the point that you're making, or if anyone else is wondering, that you would need more time to trial it, right? To show to your boss, to your leadership, just speak to your account manager and ask if you could work out more times to try it,
Really good
pricing.
point.
Just start a conversation. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, very good point. We're really like open to hearing also what you guys think. If you have feedback about it, I know that this is something that we're always looking to improve. So if you do have any feedback,
Yeah.
let us know, whatever the
Also,
feedback is.
Also, I see, like, you're saying government has a lot of red tape. We deal with a lot of MSPs, ITDs that are working for the government, as well as healthcare. We're HIPAA compliant. So again, start the conversation. Ask all your questions with your account manager or your customer success manager, um, and hopefully you get the answers you need. Um,
Any other
awesome.
questions coming up?
Jeff,
Okay,
we've been using Atera for a little over 2 years. Love the constant improvements, AI integration, and per technician pricing. Amazing. We love that.
awesome. Yeah. I actually do want to bring up one last thing while we're here. So, if you guys are using our help desk and ticketing, something that you should know that we're working on is also a change management solution. Right now, we don't really have a integrated change management solution in Atera, but as part of our I guess, journey toward becoming an ITSM solution as well, we are looking to add that. So we're really trying to talk to people and figure out what your needs are in that space. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'll drop my email into the chat here, and please reach out because we're really always looking for ideas and really to understand what you guys need. So if that's something you'd like to talk about and also be a part of the beta program for that, please let us know. Okay, I think, are there any other questions, Andrew?
People are asking about a summary for the webinar, which of course we will send out the recording.
Definitely.
But let's see. No, I think hopefully we answered everyone's questions.
Okay,
We know we have to get back to that one.
yeah.
But yeah,
So we'll send out now a quick survey. Please take the survey and let us know what you think. And thank you guys so much for joining. We're really happy that you joined us today.
thank you, everyone.